Hello, my name is Penny Meckley Porter. This is the third time that I've been here Friday at noon. Um, and the Jefferson has invited me to come and share with you some of the things that I've learned about mindfulness. And so that's what we're going to do today. This will be about a 25-minute session. The goal today is to teach you guys some about mindfulness practices, but then also to practice them together, right? Rather than just talk about it, we're going to be practicing. So we have like two approximately 10-minute mindfulness or meditation sessions. Okay, so thanks for coming. It's noon today. If you'd like to tune in next week, it'll be noon on Friday again at the Jefferson Educational Society Facebook page. All right. So, mindfulness, I said this last week, but I'll say it again. So just the definition of mindfulness, because it can be helpful. Mindfulness is awareness that arises through paying attention on purpose in the present moment, non-judgmentally. So I don't know, that sounds complicated, but basically mindfulness is trying to pay attention in the present moment and trying to be in the present moment. So instead of being in the past, because many of us can get stuck in the past, right? Thinking about the past or what did happen, what we wish would have happened, or getting stuck into the future, thinking about things, what might happen, anxieties, rehearsing things, conversations with people. All of that is not being in the present moment, but there are great benefits to being in the present moment. One is that we spend less time spinning, for one. Another is that we can be more in tune with like even our inner wisdom. Our inner wisdom kind of knows what we should do or maybe what choice we might make next. But when we're spinning in the past or in the future, it's hard to be in the present moment. So anyway, these practices of mindfulness really can help us be more present, but they can also help us to kind of tolerate what's going on these days, tolerating the uncertainty of what's happening. Um, there's so many things there's so many questions we have right now, and I don't know. I personally don't have any answers at all. So thank you. And yes, I'd like to start today with a breathing exercise. So bring our awareness to our breath. So we'll bring our awareness to our breath and then we'll do a body scan. Like I said, we'll spend about 10 minutes. I'm trying to watch here. We'll spend about 10 minutes on it. And so I would like you to sit comfortably. You might be on the floor, you might be in a chair, wherever you're seated. I'd like you to get comfortable. If it's okay, if it's possible, put your feet flat on the floor. Apparently the energy flows to our bodies better that way. Feet flat on the floor, sitting upright, but comfortably but relatively erect. I invite you to close your eyes, and I might have my eyes closed sometime. I just do this better with my eyes closed for some reason. So closing your eyes and bringing your awareness to your breath. Noticing your chest cavity, your rib cage. Noticing with every inhale, there's an expansion. And with every exhale, there's a contraction. So just tuning in to this movement of your body with every inhale and with every exhale. Just tuning in. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. I'm not asking you to breathe differently right now. You're just noticing your own breath. Tuning into your own breath. And one place to tune in is the rib cage. Another place to tune in is your shoulders. Give that a try. As you inhale, you notice your shoulders move a little. As you exhale, they move some more. One nice thing about the breath is that it's always there, whether we're paying attention to it or not. There it is. So now we're just tuning in to the breath. The inhale, the exhale, the movement. Sticking with the breath. How about with your next inhale? I'd like you to take an extra deep inhale. So inhaling as far as you normally do, and then another bit longer. Exhaling farther than usual also. Let's do that twice. An extra big inhale, and then an extra big exhale. And then just coming back to the normal breath. So I want to talk a little bit more, but we're going to try that again. But next time I want you to have your hand on your belly. Next time I want you to be breathing down into your belly, so that with your next inhale, the belly should be expanding as best as you can get it to. So next inhale, you breathe in. The belly expands. And then with the exhale, you contract your belly. It might feel a little contrived, that's okay. With your next inhale, you want to expand the belly. With your next exhale, you can contract the belly. Continuing, inhale, you expand the belly. Exhale, contracting the belly. So I don't know, do that 1 or 2 more times, if it feels okay. And then coming back just to the normal breath. So there we are at the normal breath. Again, just noticing the inhale. The exhale. Keeping your eyes closed if you're comfortable with that. We're going to do a bit of a mindful body scan. I'd like to start first at your shoulders. Noticing your shoulders. Maybe they probably go up and down or back and forth as you breathe. Just noticing the movement of your shoulders. But I want you to notice any tension you have in your shoulders. You probably have tension in your shoulders because all of us, maybe all of us do, maybe all of us do, maybe some people don't. Let's assume you have some tension in your shoulders. Let's say you just move your shoulders around a little bit, back and forth, up and down, maybe in a circle. Just move however your body tells you, just moving your shoulders a little bit. Then sitting still again. But let's picture the shoulders kind of like butter that we've just gotten out of the refrigerator. Of course, the butter, when you just get it out, is actually pretty firm, kind of hard. So picturing your shoulders with that same kind of firmness and hardness that's there due to stress that you hold in your shoulders, not just you, most of us. But then starting to picture your shoulders as that butter slowly softening. You know how if you leave the butter out for a day, not a really hot day because then it melts, just leave it out on your counter during the day. And if you come back and check on it, it's gotten softer and softer and softer. So with every in-breath, I want you to notice your shoulders. And with every out-breath, I want you to allow your shoulders to soften. Inviting your shoulders to soften, just like that butter. So with each exhale, your shoulders get softer, maybe even a little bit lower, because you're not clenching them as much. Now, if this is hard to do, that's okay. Of course it's hard to do, especially if you're new to this. If you practice this after the session today, you may notice that you make an effort to relax your shoulders, and then you get distracted with something else, a thought, whatever. And then the next time you notice your shoulders, they're tense again. That's okay. Every time you notice your shoulders and relax your shoulders, every single time, you're starting on a new pathway in your brain. And yes, every time you notice that you scrunched your shoulders up again, even if it happens over and over and over again, you be kind to yourself and you say, whoa, this is really powerful stuff. No shaming yourself. Just be kind to yourself. This is really powerful stuff. Who knew I scrunched my shoulders all the time, every day? And whenever you notice, then you relax your shoulders, picturing that butter softening throughout the day. Back to our breath. The breath is always a good anchor. It's always there, like a friend. Noticing your inhale, noticing your exhale. And then when you're ready, opening your eyes. So next, what I'd like to talk about is, we were talking about one of the benefits of mindfulness is that it can help us to just tune in more with ourselves, maybe our shoulders. We can tune in more with our shoulders. We can tune in more with our emotions. We can tune in more with our thoughts. We can just kind of tune in more with what's going on for us. That's a good thing. Even if we feel like we can't change anything, tuning in and increasing our awareness is a good thing. So I've got a question for you. So here in this time that we're all living in right now, are there things in your life that you feel like you can control? Things that you are in control of? I don't know, like what you have for lunch today after this session. And things that you can't control, but you almost kind of wish you could. You know, things like keeping your family members safe. You can maybe control a little bit by being somewhat careful, but you can't really control it and be 100% sure that you can keep your family members safe. Ultimately, there's lots of things that we can't control, although we kind of keep trying to control them. So I figured out how to do screen share. I'm going to share a screen with you here. I'm going to give you a minute to kind of look at this. I'm going to go around the edges. Let's start at the top left corner. Maybe we can just read it together. Top left corner, we're going to go in a counterclockwise circle. I cannot control if others follow the rules of social distancing. Though I may notice myself getting super frustrated and maybe even angry when they don't follow the rules. Again, on the left, I can't control the actions of others. On the left, I can't predict what will happen. That's really difficult, isn't it? Like, it'd be kind of nice if we knew exactly how this was going to play out, exactly when it would be over, when we could get out, and if it was never going to come back again. But we can't really predict all that. We can't control other people's motives. Following around next to the fox, we can't control how others react. If people get super panicked, if people buy all the toilet paper, whatever, there's so many things we can't control about how other people react in this situation. Over on the right there, how long this will last. And over on the top right, the amount of toilet paper at the store. I mean, we can't control that. And I can't control whether or not I can buy any more wipes, disinfectant wipes for my house, even though I'd like to get some more, but haven't found them. Those are things that we can't control, and so it does make efforts to try to let go of those things, and we're going to do a meditation to help with that. Things I can control, so I will focus on these things, and I can put my efforts here. Over on the left there, I can control my positive attitude. I mean, kind of. It says here that I can control it. I can make efforts to have a positive attitude. I guess I don't fully buy into the fact that I can control it at every moment, because then I'll just shame myself when I get to feeling down. But I can endeavor to have a positive attitude. I can endeavor to follow the CDC recommendations as best as I can, as often as I can. I can endeavor to do my own social distancing, for sure. I can turn off the news. You know what we mean here by turning off the news is we mean if I notice in myself that when I watch news 24/7 or when I check in with the news every hour on the hour and it makes me a lot more anxious, I can turn it off. I can watch it in the morning for 10 minutes and in the evening for 10 minutes, not right before bed though. I can turn it off, even though I might feel worried that I'm going to miss something. But if I notice that it's better for my ability to stay kind of focused and calm during the day, then yes, I am going to turn off the news. Limiting my social media, that's related to the news. Over on the right, finding fun things to do at home. I don't know, being creative. Who knows what's fun to do at home? I don't know. I kind of like playing cards. As long as it's not too complicated of a game. Then down at the bottom, my kindness and grace. So these are in the category of things I can control. Now, when it says my kindness and grace, what we mean there is I will personally endeavor to be kind and graceful as everything's going on, and not, scream my head off at my kids and not bite people's heads off and that kind of thing, right? But at the same time, I can get caught up at times in my own uncertainty, in my own frustration. I can get caught up in all kinds of things. And when I do, and I'm not able to have a positive attitude at every moment, and my kindness and grace is lacking, then I can forgive myself, and I can start over with the next moment. And I can always start over with the next morning. And I can always apologize. If I bite somebody's head off, I can apologize. So going back to, there we go. So I showed you that, and I'm hoping, oh, you don't see the screen share. Oh no. Thank you for that feedback. Shoot. All right, so I have someone who I think can post it in here, or maybe I can post it in here. Oh, thanks for the feedback. I'm a little embarrassed that it didn't, I don't know how to post it, but I do have a friend who's going to try to post it. Or perhaps I could send it quick. All right. Excuse me. I'm going to send it so somebody can post it. So I'm sending it to my assistant. Hopefully she's... Anyway, sorry about that you guys couldn't see that. I'll figure it out next time. Okay, so somebody will post that. So anyway, now I guess I've read it through, and good, so you got it through my words. Thank you for that comment. So anyway, so the next meditation, this is going to be a meditation about trying to let go of those things that we can't control. And oftentimes we don't recognize that we're being controlling, right? We're not really trying to control things and people. But we end up doing it kind of inadvertently because we want people to be safe. So let's go ahead and start the next meditation. So again, eyes closed if you're comfortable with that. Closing your eyes. Coming back to the breath. Noticing your breath in your chest cavity. Maybe noticing the sound of your breath. I'd like you to come up with an image in your mind of a stream. It could be a stream that you've seen in a movie. It could be a stream that you used to visit when you were a kid. It can be a big stream, small stream, but a stream with flowing water. Maybe you can hear it kind of, what's the word? Gurgling? Babbling brook? Maybe you can hear it babbling. I want you to picture that stream. And you're standing near it, maybe sitting near it. You can see the water flowing, maybe it's crystal clear. And I want you to take your awareness to the things that you'd like to be able to control in your life, but the things that you can't really control, but that you find yourself feeling kind of frustrated about, having some difficulty about it. In each of those things, picturing them like a leaf that's falling in the fall off of a tree and into the stream. So noticing the things in your life that you do kind of want to control, like having answers. How about we'd all like to have 100 answers to this whole COVID thing? But allowing each of those questions to fall away as a leaf falling into the water. And the next question you have, allowing it to fall away. Allowing it to fall away just as you're allowing. Noticing other areas of your life. There are these areas where you want to have answers. There are areas maybe where you need some things. Maybe you do need to get some more toilet paper. Maybe you're worried about how people at work are handling this. Maybe you're worried about finances. And what I mean by releasing the worries about finances, there may be things right now that you can't control with regard to your finances. Perhaps you've applied for unemployment. Perhaps you haven't been able to apply for unemployment. And so by releasing that, I don't at all mean that you don't care. I just mean releasing the part of it that you have inside of you right now, wanting an answer right now. You're seeing that like a leaf and you're allowing it to drop. For me, a lot of what I end up trying to release are my fears. which is similar to my questions. Fears about how is this going to go. So many fears about what's going to happen. I do try to release them. That doesn't mean that they're not true fears. It doesn't mean that they might not come back. But if today I can't do anything about that particular fear, I would rather release it as a leaf into the stream and come back to the present moment and finding something that I can enjoy in the present moment. It might be the sun because it's sunny outside. It might be a pet. It might be a video call I have with someone. Just trying to release the things I cannot control so that I can come back into the present moment and just be as present as I can. Coming back to the breath, what I will do is right after this live video, I will go live with that photo. So I know how to do it as another live video, but I don't know how to do it from here. So excuse me, I thought I had it figured out. So right after this, stick around. I'll go live with that picture that I wanted to share with you guys, and then maybe you can capture it somehow. So thank you for being here today with me, Penny Meckley Porter, and the Jefferson Educational Society. I will be back next Friday at noon, and keep practicing all of this mindfulness. Every time you practice, it helps you to become more mindful. So thank you, and we'll see you next week.